Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today. I'm out here in one of the beautiful gardens yet in Vergas. Just because we've got the summer over. Well, summer's not really over in my mind, but anyway, we're into September, and you might think that, okay, Vergas closes up its streets and it's all done with, and we'll see you next year. Well, that's not how it happens here, and I think you're going to find that out from this list of things that I have going on. I want to tell you a little bit about just a wrap up. We had the show on Ole's Ride, and I just wanted to let you know that they had a very successful day, and you were maybe a part of that, and if you were, thank you. They were able to give a check for $13,800 to Hospice, Red River Valley Hospice, and they had over 221 bike riders. They had about 148 bikes, 10 cars that took the day. It was a beautiful end of the summer day, and if you had a part in that, or if you've been in other rides, or if maybe you were one of the helpers, I know that the Bartons want to send a big shout out of thank you for that. It's kind of what our community does, is comes together, and to raise that kind of money, it's pretty cool. If you were part of Looney Days, or just are interested in the community club, stop down at the Lions Park down by the Loon on the 24th, this Thursday the 24th. There's going to be a picnic. Bring a dish to share. There's going to be chicken provided and some beverages, and we just want to say thank you. Looney Days was well attended. It was hot, but we got to remember that heat now coming into January. But it was a very, very successful event, and there were a lot of those kind of things don't just happen. And so, again, if you were a part of that, or if you're interested in being a part of upcoming community events, that's a good time to just visit with some people and get to know some of them. And we want to just be able to say thank you for being a part of making that a fun weekend for everybody. The Lions have a blood drive coming up. That's the end of September now, on September 30th. The blood drive is at the Vergas Event Center. It's on Wednesday. It's from 11:30 in the morning until 6 p.m. If you're interested in taking part in that, just give Dave Antonsen a call, Lion Dave Antonsen. His phone number is 841-0328, and I know that he would appreciate a call from you if you're able to stop in and donate some blood. You're going to go out and you're going to start enjoying the leaves and driving around, and I think the best place to come is just right to Vergas, because I've got things in October. In fact, you could just get a cot and you could just park it right, or a camper, and park it right up at the Vergas Event Center, and there would be something food-wise and event-wise and fundraiser-wise just about every weekend. You would not go hungry, and you would have a lot of people around. And so I'm going to just start with that. On October 9th, on Friday night at the Vergas Event Center, the Sybil Rod and Gun Club are having their annual sausage feed. It's just, they have the traditional sausage, they got the beans, they got the kraut going, potato salad, and so you got great food going on, but it's also the opportunity to come and support the Sybil Rod and Gun Club. And what they do is they provide scholarships for students that are graduating, that are going maybe into your natural resources, DNR type of careers. But the new thing that they've started doing is they are the sponsor of the Pelican Rapids Trap Shoot Club, Trap Shoot team. A lot of your high schools now have your trap shooting, and it's gotten to be a very, very well organized, very well attended team sport, and the Sybil Rod and Gun Club here from Vergas is the sponsor of the Pelican Rapids one. The next night, then, you're going to be able to just come right back to the event center, and there's a benefit for the Glenn and Kathy Glavy family. Glenn Glavy has taken a bad fall where he broke the back of his neck, and a lot of you know Glenn. He's lived in the community most of his life. Kathy is a longtime member at the Vergas State Bank. She's one of the people that you're always ready with a smile when you walk in, and they've fallen on some hard times. And we're going to have a special show telling you a little bit more about what's all going to happen with that. There's going to be a chili feed, silent auction. If you have a silent auction item that you would like to donate for that event, just bring it to the Vergas State Bank. The bank is handling that part of it. The bank is also, there is a fund set up for them. They need, you can imagine the medical expenses, and they're going to be doing some renovations to their home to be able to finally bring Glenn back home. So, like I said, we're going to be talking more about that show, but on a different show, but be sure and keep October 10th in mind up at the event center, because you're going to have that opportunity to come. I'm sure Glenn and Kathy are going to make every effort to be there too, and so we're hoping that that all works out. The next morning, right away, on October 11th, is the Jesus Little Lambs preschool waffle feed. It goes from 9 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, so you got plenty of time that whole morning. You can come for breakfast and come back for dinner if you want. But Jesus Little Lambs preschool, which has been a staple in the community, they're in the process of having some roof repair. And so your funds that you would bring in for that would, greatly help them out. And I mean, you can't go wrong with Dad's Belgian waffles. I mean, they've got all these different syrups and all this wonderful, opportunity to just get those taste buds going. And so make sure that you take some time to stop in for that. Then, following weekend, we still have things going on. We've got, on the 17th, we have the Vergas Firemen's. They will be having their fundraiser. You can pick up a ticket from any one of your firemen, and there's always good food, there's always good games going on, and it's just a great time to get together and support the EMS and the firemen that do so much for our community. If you've ever needed to call on them for anything, I think firsthand, and it's just a comforting feeling to know that we have such a top quality firemen and EMS in our community. And that's only because of the dedicated volunteers that we do have doing that. On the 24th, it's not going to be at the event center, so you can segue a little bit away from that, but we're trying to extend the trail which goes from Uptown Vergas down to the Long Lake Park. And we'd like to extend that right along the lakeside there so that it's just a nice walk all the way to what locals call Tin Can Alley, but there's a vacant road right along Long Lake. And we would like to extend the trail so that people can have that nice, it would be, well over a 2-mile walk then in and out. And so the trail committee is doing a different trail, which is the Harryman Trail, but they're inviting everybody who wants to be in on the Harryman 5K run, October 24th. Go to the City of Vergas website to check that out, but it's going to be in the later afternoon, so it's going to kind of get to be dusk. You don't have to run it, you can walk it out on the property in the Klondike Country, which is in the middle of Harryman Country. Anyway, we're going to start there, go in and out, back to Forest Edge Gallery. One of the things you're going to want to know today is that we're going to have a largest pumpkin contest. So if you're growing your pumpkins, we're going to have some pumpkin carving going on for the kids out there. There's going to be the run, there's going to be some food, there's going to be a bonfire afterwards, and t-shirts for this are going to go on sale very, very soon. They're the long sleeve t-shirt, and what's fun about these t-shirts is they're going to have the glow-in-the-dark wording, and so as it gets nighttime, you're going to be able to see that t-shirt. It's going to show up, so watch for those to come out too. So, like I said, there is a lot of stuff going on in October. Vergas does not go to sleep just because the summer is over and you've maybe closed up your cabin. Even if you have closed up your cabin, come on back and take part in all these different events. And November is stacking up with the Lions Craft Fair. If you're looking at if you're a crafter and looking at an opportunity for that, the Lions are doing a craft fair, and then on the 21st, of course, is the Redneck Holidazzle. What can I say? Vergas has got things going on, and we want you to be a part of it. Make sure that you come to Vergas. You have a good day in Vergas.